Okay.
You started your question, okay?
Michael is there. Okay, no problem.
Hello, coach.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think you are starting the new year in a very positive note. So, what is your, thoughts on the game?
Well, you know that after so many things what has happened this year, I go back a long time ago and you know how we wanted to end up this year with this game. I think we should all be happy in Kerala Blasters. The way we managed last 3 games, especially the way we managed last period with all the issues, all the injuries, all the key players missing. Many of those problems when you face as a team, you have to find the way, you have to find the solution, you know, to stay competitive, to stay in the fight. And I'm very happy to see how the boys responded in last period, especially in last 3 games. We knew that we would be playing against the best teams of the league, speaking about today's Mohun Bagan, Mumbai City and others. So we knew that we will have difficulties and we needed to change our approach, the way we were playing in the previous period without or with our key players. So of course today, now after this game, at the end of this year, it's a nice feeling, great feeling to end up the year on a positive note, sitting first on top of the table, even if it could be only for a couple of days. But again, it's a nice feeling for us because we know that we are Kerala Blasters. You know, we know that we are coming from way behind. Since I arrived in ISL 2.5 years ago, many things have changed. We needed to change many things in our club, the way we wanted to work with the youth. Especially I'm happy for the young boys, seeing them how they performed in the previous period. They are all a bunch of young guys, 20, 21 years old. We are happy because of the strategy and vision of our owners. So there are many positive things that we are happy about. And of course, when you collect points and when you stay competitive with the best and you stay among the best, that's awesome. That's a great feeling. So happy to finish end up the year on the positive note. And of course, getting a couple of days now off. The boys, they can recharge with families, refresh a little bit and get back for the Super Cup. So that's the way it is. We are on the halfway. We play 12 games. There are still more steps to be made. It will be tough. It will not be easy. The season is long. So, you know, we will do it, like many people say, step by step, because we had many issues with injuries. We still don't know when and who will be coming back. You know, it will be a tough ride for us, but we'll try to stay competitive and fight for us.
Coach, how much you confident to touch the ISL trophy the first time, right? This juncture. So the long way to go.
But again, it's a long way to go. We must not again forget we are Kerala Blasters, you know, and there are many teams in this league speaking. If we speak that they have bigger budget, they can buy whoever they want, they can do whatever they want. We from the other side, we are the club who are focused also on the production of young talents, young players, trying always to achieve and sign good foreign players who can make these youngsters better. And you know, whenever we start the season, all the teams, of course, with the motivation and ambition, always everybody says, hey, you know, we are going for the trophy. Of course, everybody wants to do that. We as well from Kerala Blasters, we want to do that. So there is no doubt. But it's a tough job. You have so many things that you have to overcome, so many issues, and of course, we will be fighting. We will never abandon. We will never surrender. So that's the way we are. We have the heart of fighters, and hopefully that one day we can achieve it.
Hi coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You talked about changing the approach. What are the changes that you brought against playing against Mohun Bagan Super in terms of approach?
But you know, the moment you lose Luna, the moment you lose Jigsaw, Iban, even Vibin. So last game Vibin got injured against Mumbai, also a quality player in the midfield. So whenever you lose a key player or a quality, then you sit down and think, okay, so now we cannot play the next game the way we were playing the previous one. And then you get maybe 2 or 3 days for practice, where you have one training or something like that. So as a coach, you always try to find the way how you can win the game. because sometimes even you, let's say in the previous 2 games, we knew we are facing very strong side of Mohun Bagan and Mumbai. We knew that we will have to allow our opponents to have the ball possession. We knew that we will have to organize our defense line and defensive block with quality and trying to get something maybe in transition. So, and that was not the style that we were playing before, when we had all these players. And then coming with the youngsters who, getting the first experience in ISL, then you have to teach them how to approach the game. You have to teach them and show them the way how they have to understand and recognize tactical situations. It's a hell of a job, And then, as a coach, you always want to find that possibility how to win the game. So that was the changing for today's game as well. We knew that Mohun Bagan will be dominant. They have great players. They have a great team. Like we said, you're facing the team who can buy whoever they want. So at that moment, with so many national team players, you know that you have to find a way how to win, against those teams. It's tough. So again, we are happy because I think it's been a long time since Kolkata didn't win here. So actually, also my first time since I arrived in India that we win against Mohun Bagan. So again, we're so happy about it. But again, only 12 games, 10 more games to fight Super Cup. So many bumps will be on the road. So, like I said, you have to stay humble, work hard because we are Kolkata.
After getting first goal very early, so we have seen that your team, your players were not they didn't push how they can. So it was a part of the plan, or?
Yes, that was one part of the plan. The other thing, so we played 3 days ago. In these, and we played one really physical, tough game, last game at home against Mumbai, with a lot of pressing, a lot of running, a lot of exhausted thing. Then in these 3 days between, you have to fly, you have to recover, you have to refresh, the boys they have to sleep, you had difficulties. And with all those things, you know that you cannot push them to press like they pressed at home. So you need to find a way how to approach the game, score goals maybe, and with different strategies. So that's the issue. Sometimes if you have correct 1 week game from weekend to weekend or 5 or 6 days, then you can keep your style. But sometimes in ISL it's not easy. Sometimes you get 10 days between the games, sometimes you get 3 days, or 3 days in 8 days. So then you have to manage from the physical side as well. We wanted to push today. After the first goal, we dropped a little bit without any reason. So then after the water break, we wanted to push even more high. We created some chances. And I think on physical level at the end, we had a couple of good transitions runnings. We could have scored 2 more goals. But at the end, we are happy. We are happy. 3 points are the most important because we are looking only at the table. That's all.
We saw the tremendous support in your home matches. Almost all matches, gallery is full. Do you think how much their role to bounce back in the ISL, the supporters' role?
The feeling playing in Kochi in front of full stadium is priceless, is awesome. Then the fans, so not speaking about the fans only in Kochi, but in every club, the fans, you can never fake them. The fans, they feel good vibrations, they feel good things if it's good in the club, and they support you. In Kochi this season, there is something special, something extra, and then the people, they're so connected with the club, they're so connected with the team, with the players who are giving heart on the pitch every time they go down there. And when you have that support, when you have that kind of energy, of course, as a player, you want to give something extra. And they push the players, they give that something extra, and they help us win the games at home. Of course, it's something you should also, I think, the best thing when you ask opponent players, doesn't matter which club, you ask them what is the feeling when they go and play in front of full stadium in Kochi. That's something special also for the opponent, but for us it's priceless. You know that you get extra boost energy, that the fans will be always there for you. So we fight for them because we play football for them. Thank you.
Which I am not marking, comrades. Always it look like that when a solid defense always gives more chance of winning, because if you can't concede, you can score.
Yes.
Today is good, and one thing that another point is that the inclusion of Pritam Kotal, how does it help you to solidify the defense?
Well, if we speak about defensive line in the last 3 games, if we speak about Pritam Kotal, you know him from here, you know he was the captain here for a long time. Drinčić, Lešković and Nauča, especially we have also a couple of good players like Pravir Das, like Sandeep. So the thing, the way we work and the way we live together, you know, with the friendship we created, of course, the role of Pritam Kotal as an experienced player, it helps us a lot. You know, it helps young players to grow up. He's a great professional. He's giving a great example to all of them. We have also Korbi Pap on the bench, young guy who is playing already 3rd season with us. In ISL, my experience since I arrived in India, if you are organized well and if you don't concede, somehow you always create chances up front. And if you can make that difference and have solidity and toughness in your defense line, just look at the case of Goa FC this season. They conceded the less goals and they're sitting on top. You know, you can also look statistically in previous, just take 10 years. Every competition in the world, starting from England, Germany, wherever you go, at the end of the season, you will always see champion team. So champion team is the team who conceded the less goals. Always. Just go and look statistically. You know, so the defense line is the most important thing. So we understand that, especially like we mentioned, you are missing key players, then you have to change the approach, and then you have to organize your defense line. Try not to concede, which was the case last 3 games with us, and somehow always up front we find a way to score goals, like it was the case today against Mumbai, against Punjab FC in Delhi. Even with minimal victories, 0-1, but it's still a victory at 3 points. So of course, defense line is something very, very important in ISL, and we want to stay consistent in that part. We have good players and hope to continue like that.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you very much, guys. Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Enjoy with your families.